Today we are going to learn about some properties of complex numbers. Today's topic. First of all, we are going to see about additive and multiplicative property of complex numbers. They are all very simple. After that, we are going to see about the remaining properties, that is a real part of Z and about imaginary part of Z and about powers on complex numbers and when it is purely real and when it is purely imaginary. These are all the topics that today what we are going to learn. First of all, let us go and see what are the simple additive and multiplicative properties of complex numbers. First, let us see additive properties. Additive properties means we are doing operation between two complex numbers using addition. That is the meaning. That is called by the name additive properties. In that, the first is commutative property. What do you mean by commutative property? That is Z1 plus Z2 is equal to Z2 plus Z1. That is, if you are adding the first complex number with the second complex number or the second complex number with the first complex number, you will get the same answer. So it is very simple. This is called by the name commutative property under addition. Then let's go to associative property. What do you mean by associative property? Associative property means Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 is equal to Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. That is, here we are just changing the parentheses. The associations are changed. Even if you change the association of the complex numbers, you will get the same answer. That is the meaning of this associative property. Then the important one, the next is identity property. What do you mean by identity? I hope so you would have known very well. Additive element in algebra is 0. That is, if you add 0 with any number, it will not change that number. Hence, it is called by the name identity. So, identity means it will not affect anything on that particular value. If it's so, that number is called by the name identity. Here, let us see what will be the identity of a complex number. That is Z is equal to 0. Here 0 is your identity because let us consider a complex number Z and 0 is your identity. If you add this identity with this complex number, your complex number will not be altered. There is no change in that complex number. It is doing nothing. That is, it is not at all harming anything to the given complex number Z. Hence, Z is equal to 0 is called by the name identity. Then, the next one is inverse. What do you mean by inverse? Let us consider there are two complex numbers. One is Z and another one is minus Z. If you are doing some operation like addition, now we are doing only addition. Let this be some complex number. Let this be some another complex number. If you do additive operation, then if your answer is your identity, that is here for the additive, our identity is 0. That is, if we do some operation that is addition between two complex numbers and if our answer is that identity, then the two complex numbers will be called as inverses to one another. That is, inverse of Z is minus Z and inverse of minus Z is Z. Right. So I hope so you would have understood what is the meaning of inverse. So inverse means nothing but according to that particular operation, if two complex numbers are doing that operation and if the result is your identity, then the two complex numbers are called as inverses to one another. The same way, let us go for multiplicative. Multiplication is also having the commutative property, that is Z1 into Z2 can be written as Z2 into Z1. Also it has its associative property, just like additive, that is Z1 into Z2 into Z3 is equal to Z1 into Z2 into Z3. These are all very simple and we can prove it very easily. Then what will be the identity of the multiplication? It is just like ordinary algebra. For example, if let us consider we have a number 7 and you have to do the multiplication operation with the 7 by a particular number, and it should not alter the value. Surely that number will be 1. 7 into 1. The same way 1 into 7. You will get the same value as 7. This number 1, while it is multiplying with that number, it doesn't alter the value of the number 7. Hence, it is called by the name identity. Similarly, in complex number also, z is equal to 1 is a complex number. That is, z is equal to 1 plus 0i is a complex number. If this number 1 or this complex number 1 is multiplied with some complex number, that is z into 1 will be equal to 1 into z, that will be equal to z. So this number 1, while multiplying with this complex number, it doesn't change the value of this complex number and it gives the same value z. Hence this one is called by the name identity. So multiplicative identity of the complex number is z is equal to 1. Then let's go to inverse. What do you mean by inverse? As I told you already, under this particular operation, this is multiplication operation. If you have two complex numbers and if they are doing some operation, that is multiplication operation between them two, and if your final answer is the identity value 1, then that two complex numbers are inverses to one another. So surely you know, if the complex number is z, then surely its inverse will be 1 by z, because if you multiply z into 1 by z, surely the result will be equal to 1, that is identity. Hence we can say clearly, if complex number is z, then its inverse is 1 by z under multiplication. There, if z is the complex number, then its inverse is minus z under addition. Here in multiplication, if the complex number is z, then its inverse is 1 by z under multiplication. Hence, if you see, the z comes in the denominator. So you must be very careful while doing inverse to the multiplication. Your z value should not be 0. If it becomes 0, it will become infinite and you cannot get inverse. This is very important one. So I hope so you would have understood the simple properties of addition and multiplication between two complex numbers. Let us try some simple problems for inverses. First, let's go to additive inverse. Let us consider z is equal to 3 plus I and let us try to find its inverse. As I told you, additive inverse of a complex number is minus z. So let us try to find minus z value. So your additive inverse of this z is minus z, that is minus, instead of z you write 3 plus I, that is minus 3 minus I. So if you add these two, if you add a complex number with its inverse, your answer will be that identity. Your additive identity is 0. So 3 plus minus 3 is 0, plus I is equal to 0. The final answer is 0. So we are getting the result as identity. Hence it is verified. Let us try to find the same type of thing with multiplication. Let us consider another one complex number, z is equal to minus 2 plus 9i. Let us try to find multiplicative inverse. As I told you, multiplicative inverse for a complex number is 1 by z. So z inverse is equal to 1 by z. Now let us try to find the value 1 by z. For z, we have to write minus 2 plus 9i. to get this value, as I told you already, you should not keep any complex number in the denominator. So just take conjugate for the denominator and multiply that conjugate to the numerator as well as the denominator. So our answer will be 1 by minus 2 plus 9i into minus 2 minus 9 minus 2 minus 9i. So if you multiply the numerator, your answer will be minus 2 minus 9i. If you multiply the denominator, this is a complex number, it is its conjugate, so just take real part square plus imaginary part square. So your answer will be minus 2 minus 9i by real part, that is minus 2 the whole square, plus imaginary part 9 the whole square. If we simplify this, we'll get the answer is minus 2 minus 9i by 85, that is equal to minus 2 by 85 plus minus 9 by 85i. Right. Now let us try to verify this. Is it proved in the formula? That is Z into Z inverse. You have to get the multiplicative identity. Let us check with this. Multiplicative identity is 1. So Z into Z inverse must be equal to 1. Let's do the same. So let us take the same Z and let us take the Z inverse, same Z inverse. That is Z into Z inverse is equal to minus 2 plus 9i, and Z inverse is equal to minus 2 minus 9i by 85. If you multiply these two, this is a complex number, this is its conjugate. So while multiplying, we have to do real part square plus imaginary part square. Your answer will be equal to minus 2 the whole square plus 9 square divided by this 85. So your answer will be 85 by 85 equal to 1. This is your multiplicative identity. So now we have verified this also. So I hope so now you know how to find inverse for addition and inverse for multiplication.